Welcome to Kangaroo Code, your first step in becoming a professional web developer. This is just going to be a very short presentation. It's just going to explain what the program is and how you're going to use it. So let's get started. WTF. The whole concept behind this is we want to take people without any coding experience and make them into professional web designers in the shortest period of time. Forget about theory, let's be practical. We're going to show you all the tools that are utilized in almost 90% of websites that are developed today, so that you don't have to worry about going to school for 4 years or doing a bunch of courses. All you're going to have to do is follow these simple tutorials, and by the end, you will be a proficient web designer. So like Mike, that's me. I'm going to be taking you through the majority of these tutorials. Now, of course, we're going to have some guests who are very astute in other areas of web design and are going to do some guest tutorials and things like that. But for the most part, I'm going to be taking you through the majority of the work. I've been in the development industry for 12 years, and I know about 30 programming languages. And my work has taken me through California, Montreal, Sweden, Mexico. It's really opened up my life and given me a lot of opportunities I wouldn't have had in any other career, really. And the amazing thing about this is that I did all this without ever going to college, university, tech schools, or any training seminars. I totally suck at math. I suck at public speaking, as you've probably picked up on, but we're going to get through this together, and I'm going to show you the 12 years of grinding that I had to do to discover how to become a web programmer, and I'm going to condense it all down into a very quick, easy to follow program so that in under a week you can become a pro web designer. So really, WTF? Well, the whole concept here is we're going to look at some of basically the 6 most important tools you need to use as a website developer. And if you can learn these 6 tools, then you will be able to create 90% of the websites that you're accustomed to browsing, starting with web design, which is just the fundamentals of getting information onto the page. Then we're going to look into Bootstrap, which is a powerful framework that allows you to build sites that are mobile and tablet friendly and saves hours and hours of coding and frustration. After that, we're going to take a look at PHP, which is a programming language, but we're going to just show you the most important parts of it so you can do the most common tasks like create a contact form or a login screen, those simple applications that most websites need. After that, we're going to look into JavaScript, and JavaScript it's another programming language, but essentially, again, we're going to focus in on the important parts so that you can bring in plugins and various other applications to your website to really bring it to the next level. Then MySQL, which is a database programming language, and it's what WordPress runs off of and other sort of blog type posting applications. But MySQL really is a massive language, and that means that once you learn the fundamentals, it's pretty much wide open. You'll be able to do so much with this once you learn the basics. And then finally, we're going to look at APIs. Most professional companies like Facebook and Twitter offer an API, which is basically a method of taking data from their website and bringing it into your website so that you can display it the way you want. An example being taking a latest tweet and bringing it into your website, but then changing, the size of the font or how the picture shows up. So it's really powerful to learn. And once you learn a few APIs, you'll be amazed that you'll be able to use almost any API that is out there. And we're going to do this very, very fast, leveraging, my friends. We're going to leverage Google with its endless tutorials, YouTube for the same reason, a thing called MIT plugins, which is a developer's sort of naughty little secret, and I'm going to show you what these are. They save hours of time. It's basically developers who have made plugins or code that does probably what you want to do, and you can just bring it into your website and modify a few elements of it, and you're good to go. What's great about MIT licenses is, for the most part, they are totally allowed to be used within commercial and non-commercial applications. So again, very powerful. And then after that, we're going to look at CodePen and other sandbox environments. It's a great place where developers post their own code and solutions to very common problems that people experience when developing web. Very powerful, and we're going to look into that. And then finally, we're going to go into Bootstrap in more detail so that you can really master it and get the results you're looking for. The bottom line here is we want to get the job done, right? But before we start, there's something you have to remember. Coding websites is frustrating, a pain in the butt, time consuming, and what we like to call a debug fiesta, meaning that you will be constantly debugging your website. The reason for that is because things are ever evolving in the web. Something you build today might not work 2 months from now, and the reason for that is because companies like Google, who offer Chrome browser and Firefox, uh, these core browsers change over time. And if their code somehow doesn't work well with your code, guess what? The site breaks. So we're going to show you a bunch of really powerful tools that can help you debug your problems so you can see exactly what's going on, fix it, and then also be confident that whatever you create will be able to change with the times as it moves forward. Last but not least, everything is free, meaning all the videos, the project files, my help, whatever it is all going to be free. But the videos will have an ad at the beginning of the videos. Now you need to listen to BossCat here, and everyone needs to calm down. I know ads are, well, not exactly the most popular thing in the world, but the bottom line is it's going to take me roughly 1,000, maybe 2,000 hours to record these tutorials and get the sites up and running. So all I ask is that you bear through the advertisements with me, and as we move forward, you'll be amazed. It's well worth your time. So without any further ado, let's get started. Move on to the next video, and we're going to start setting up your development environment.